Hello students. In this session we will discuss about chemical properties of amines. First is alkylation. When primary amine is heated with excess of alkyl halide or X represent alkyl halide, successive substitution of hydrogen atoms of this amino group with alkyl group takes place, forming secondary amine, tertiary amine, and finally quaternary ammonium salt. Primary amines, secondary amines, tertiary amines, whatever may be the amine, they react with alkyl halide and final product is quaternary ammonium salt. This particular reaction is used to identify or used to detect whether it is primary amine, secondary amine, or tertiary amine, used to distinguish between these three classes of amines. Here, 1 mole of this primary amine requires 3 moles of alkyl halide. Finally, it forms quaternary salt. If it is secondary amine, it uses 2 moles of 1 mole of secondary amine uses 2 moles of alkyl halide to give quaternary ammonium salt. If it is tertiary amine, it uses only 1 mole of alkyl halide to form quaternary ammonium salt. In this way, we can distinguish primary, secondary, and tertiary amines. Yes. To obtain 1 mole of quaternary salt, 1 mole of primary amine requires 3 moles of alkyl halide, 1 mole of secondary amine requires 2, 1 mole of tertiary amine requires 1 mole of alkyl halide. Next, we'll discuss acylation. Replacement of active hydrogen atom of an amine by acyl group, RCO group, acyl group is called acylation. Replacement of active hydrogen atom of an amine by acyl group is called as acylation. When these primary amines are heated with acyl chloride or acid anhydride in the presence of pyridine catalyst, N substituted amides are formed. Okay. When primary amines are heated with acyl chloride or acid anhydride in the presence of pyridine, this is basic catalyst. N substituted amides are formed. Now we'll discuss the reactions. When primary amines reacts with acyl chloride in the presence of pyridine catalyst, eliminate a molecule of HCl here. You are going to get R NH R NH COR dash COR dash plus HCl. This is N substituted amide. N substituted amide. In another case, discuss R NH H plus R dash. This is acid anhydride. R dash COO in the presence of pyridine, a basic catalyst. You are going to get the same compound RNH COR dash, but in place of HCl we are going to get RCOOH, R dash COOH. This is N substituted amide. This is primary amine acid anhydride. Acid anhydride. Now we'll discuss examples. When methylamine reacts with acetyl chloride or acetic anhydride in the presence of pyridine catalyst, N-methyl acetamide is formed. Methylamine reacts with acetyl chloride. In the presence of pyridine, you are going to get N-methyl acetamide, CH3 NH COCH3 plus a molecule of HCl. This is N-methyl acetamide, or you can use acetic anhydride, acid anhydride, CH3 NHH plus CH3. This is acid anhydride. In the presence of pyridine catalyst, you are going to get CH3NH COCH3 plus CH3COH. This is N-methyl acetamide. These are the examples. Let us discuss one more example. When aniline reacts with acetyl chloride or acetic anhydride in the presence of pyridine catalyst, N-phenyl acetamide or acetanilide is formed. Now we'll write the reaction. Aniline reacts with acetyl chloride in the presence of pyridine as a catalyst. You are going to get acetanilide, C6H5NH C6H5NH COCH3 NH COCH3 plus HCl. This is acetanilide. Another name is N-phenyl acetamide. N-phenyl acetamide. Now we'll discuss the reaction with acetic anhydride. Aniline reacts with acetic anhydride, gives acetanilide, C6H5NHCOCH3 plus acetic acid, CH3COOH. This is acetanilide. Another name is N-phenyl acetamide. Here pyridine is used during this reaction, which is a stronger base than amine. Pyridine removes acid formed during the reaction and shifts the equilibrium towards right side. That is the role of pyridine in this particular reaction. Then second one. Here we have considered only primary amines. Second amine also react with acid chloride or acetic anhydride to form NN disubstituted amides. Now we'll write that reaction. This is secondary amine, dimethylamine, reacts with acetyl chloride, even it reacts with acetic anhydride also. In the presence of pyridine as a catalyst, you are going to get N dimethyl acetamide. Dimethyl acetamide. In this way, the secondary amines also reacts as these primary amines. Now we'll discuss benzylation reactions. Amines reacts with benzoyl chloride in the presence of pyridine catalyst to form N-substituted benzamide, and this reaction is known as benzylation. This reaction known as benzylation. Here primary amine CH3 NH2 plus Cl COC6H5 benzoyl chloride in the presence of pyridine catalyst, we are going to get N substituted benzamide CH3 NH CO C6H5 plus HCl. This is N-methyl benzamide. This reaction is known as benzylation. Now we'll discuss one more reaction, carbylamine reaction. Carbylamine reaction. When primary amine is heated with a mixture of chloroform and alcoholic solution of potassium hydroxide, carbylamine, it is also known as isocyanide, is formed having intolerable smell. This reaction is known as carbylamine reaction. RNH2, this is primary amine heated with mixture of chloroform. Chloroform is CHCl3 plus KOH. The reaction should be alcoholic. In the presence of alcohol, just heat it, you are going to get RNC, this is carbylamine, plus KCl plus H2O, this is isocyanide. This is also known as carbylamine. This is primary amine. This is chloroform. Primary amines reacts with chloroform and alcoholic solution of potassium hydroxide gives isocyanides having intolerable or foul smell. This reaction is known as carbylamine reaction. When methylamine is heated with a mixture of chloroform CHCl3 and alcoholic potassium hydroxide solution, you are going to get methyl isocyanide CH3NC, methyl isocyanide plus KCl plus H2O. This is also known as carbylamine, having intolerable smell or foul smell. This is first example. You can have one more example, C6H5 NH2, this is aniline, reacts with chloroform and alcoholic KOH solution. Just heat it, you are going to get phenyl isocyanide C6H5NC plus 3KCl plus 3H2O. This is also known as carbylamine. Phenyl isocyanide. Phenyl isocyanide. It is a foul smell or intolerable smell. As this reaction is answered only by the primary amines, this reaction is answered only by primary amines. Hence, it is used as test for amines. Primary amines. Carbylamine test is answered only by primary amines. Hence, is used as a test for primary amines. Now we'll discuss reaction of amines with the nitrous acid, that is HNO2. And this nitrous acid being unstable, it is always prepared as and when it is required. How it is prepared? By the action of sodium nitrate with dilute hydrochloric acid like this, NaNO2, sodium nitrite plus HCl. It gives nitrous acid plus NaCl. As and when it is required, it is prepared by the action of sodium nitrite with the dilute hydrochloric acid. This is nitrous acid. This is how we can prepare nitrous acid. Now let us discuss the reaction of nitrous acid on aliphatic amines as well as aromatic amines. Aliphatic primary amines react with nitrous acid to diazonium salts, which are unstable. They decompose to form a primary alcohol and quantitatively they liberate nitrogen gas. Therefore, the quantitative liberation of nitrogen gas is used in estimation of amino acids and proteins. Example, methylamine reacts with nitrous acid at the temperature of 273 to 298 Kelvin. It forms benzene, this diazonium salt, CH3 N double bond NCl, which is highly unstable compound. It gives methyl alcohol CH3OH and quantitatively liberates nitrogen gas. Hence, it is used in the quantitative liberation of nitrogen gas is used in the estimation of amino acids and proteins, amino acids as well as proteins. This is example of the reaction of nitrous acid with the aliphatic amines. Now let us see the reaction of nitrous acid on aromatic amines. This is aliphatic amines. Now let us see aromatic amines. Reaction of nitrous acid with aromatic amines. When aniline, it is aromatic amine, aniline reacts with nitrous acid at 273 to 278 273 to 278 Kelvin, aryl diazonium compounds are formed. This process is called as diazotization. For example, when aniline reacts with nitrous acid and hydrochloric acid at 273 to 278 Kelvin, benzene diazonium chloride is formed. Aniline reacts with nitrous acid. Here eliminate a molecule of water, and here also eliminate a molecule of water. Aniline reacts with nitrous acid and hydrochloric acid at 273 to 278 Kelvin, 0 to 5 degrees centigrade. 0 to 5 degrees centigrade. Benzene diazonium chloride is formed, and this process is known as diazotization. This process is known as diazotization. Next, reaction of amines with aryl sulfonyl chloride. Aryl sulfonyl chloride. Benzene sulfonyl chloride is also known as Hinsberg's reagent. Benzene sulfonyl chloride is also known as Hinsberg's reagent. Now let us see the reaction of Hinsberg's reagent or benzene sulfonyl chloride with primary amines, secondary amines as well as tertiary amines. A reaction of Hinsberg's reagent or benzene sulfonyl chloride with primary amine. This is primary amine, ethylamine. Ethylamine reacts with benzene sulfonyl chloride and it gives N-ethyl benzene sulfonamide. N-ethyl benzene sulfonamide. And this contains acidic hydrogen on nitrogen atom, which is attached to electron withdrawing sulfonyl group. Hence, it is soluble in sodium hydroxide. This is soluble in NaOH solution. Soluble in NaOH solution. Hence, solution becomes homogeneous. On acidification, insoluble the sulfonamide formed and precipitate is observed. First, benzene sulfonyl chloride is warmed with ethylamine. You are going to get N-ethyl sulfonamide, as it contains acidic hydrogen on nitrogen atom, which is attached to electron withdrawing sulfonyl group or SO2 group. Electron withdrawing sulfonyl group. It is soluble in sodium hydroxide solution. Solution becomes very clear, that is known as homogeneous solution. Add acid to this, that is known as acidification, and you are going to get insoluble sulfonamide, and you are going to get that insoluble sulfonamide in the form of precipitate. This is the reaction of this primary amines with benzene sulfonyl chloride. Reaction with the secondary amines. Secondary amines reacts with benzene sulfonyl chloride to form NN-dialkyl sulfonamide. Eliminate here, this is benzene sulfonyl chloride, this is secondary amine, diethylamine. Eliminate a molecule of HCl like this, and this link this sulfur to nitrogen. This is NN diethyl benzene sulfonamide. Here, this dialkyl sulfonamide or diethyl sulfonamide does not contain hydrogen on nitrogen. That means acidic hydrogen is not present on nitrogen atom. It is insoluble in NaOH. Insoluble in sodium hydroxide. Hence, gives a precipitate. On acidification or adding acid, this free sulfonamide is formed. Hence, a precipitate remains as it is. Benzene sulfonyl chloride reacts with secondary amine diethylamine, gives NN-diethyl benzene sulfonamide. It does not contain hydrogen or nitrogen. That means it does not contain acidic hydrogen, remains insoluble in sodium hydroxide, and on acidification it remains as precipitate. Just add acid, the precipitate remains as it is. This is the reaction of benzene sulfonyl chloride with secondary amine. With the tertiary amines, tertiary amines do not react with Hinsberg's reagent. They does not react at all, because if here one more alkyl group is there, hydrogen atom is not present on nitrogen of that amine, hence it does not react with benzene sulfonyl chloride or Hinsberg's reagent. Tertiary amines do not react with Hinsberg's reagent and hence give a precipitate. They remain as insoluble matter. On acidification, the tertiary amine dissolve, giving a clear solution of quaternary ammonium salt. This is how the Hinsberg's reagent reacts with the tertiary amines. This property of amines reacting with benzene sulfonyl chloride in a different manner is used for distinction of primary, secondary as well as tertiary amines, and also for the separation of mixture of amines. Here this benzene sulfonyl chloride can be replaced by para-toluene sulfonyl chloride to get the similar observations. This tabular column indicates the test to distinguish between primary, secondary and tertiary amines. Already I have discussed reaction with Hinsberg's reagent, reaction with nitrous acid and methylation test. Hinsberg's reagent is benzene sulfonyl chloride. Amines reacts with benzene sulfonyl chloride and cold aqueous sodium hydroxide is added. Finally, it is acidified with HCl, and these are the observations. Primary amines forms homogeneous solution, and if it is acidified with HCl, you are going to get insoluble matter. Then secondary amines, precipitate is formed, insoluble material is formed after acidification. Tertiary amines remains insoluble with these reagents, and on acidification they forms homogeneous solution. Similarly, nitrous acid test, amines treated with nitrous acid at 273 to 278 Kelvin. Primary amines liberate nitrogen gas. Secondary amines oily compound is formed. Tertiary amines compound dissolves completely without the liberation of nitrogen gas. Already discussed in the chemical properties. Last is methylation test. Amines treated with methyl chloride and it is heated. Reaction with 3 moles of, as it is primary, it forms a reaction with 3 moles of methyl chloride to form quaternary salt, whereas secondary amines reacts with 2 moles of methyl chloride to form quaternary salt. Tertiary amine reacts with only 1 mole of methyl chloride to form quaternary salt. These are the distinguishing tests between primary, secondary and tertiary amines.